Hi there and welcome to my sixth tutorial on Visual C++ 2010 Express Edition, and in this tutorial I will show you how to use different signs um, for multiple, for example, conditions in if statements and those sorts of things. So mainly this tutorial will be about those signs, and it will be very short. If you know those signs from different languages and you know what they mean, you can just miss the tutorial and move on to the next one if it's available on YouTube, or just go to my webpage and read the next file. Okay, so I have my project created, my main method, um, and I will start with a simple variable, let's say int, and number 2. I will assign some kind of values to them so that I will save some time, and I will start with the if statement. So if number is more than, you should know this sign, so it's more than, this one is less than, compared to equal signs means compared to, for example, 4. So you will compare the number to the value 4. If it's true, you will do some kind of action. If it's false, then you will move on to the next segment of the code, or the code will just finish. There is also is less than or equal, or it's more than or equal to, which means the value will be more than or equal to a specific number, let's say 450. So it must be more than or equal to, so that so then it will be true, the statement will be true. So those are basic signs, and today I'm going to show you different signs which you might saw already in my previous tutorial, but I didn't explain them. And this sign means or, and if I add another, for example, condition, let's say number 2 is equal to, is compared to 6, then I will do some kind of action inside. You can have cout, you can have calculation of variables, stuff like this. You can have many things, as you know, what you can put in if statements. And this statement will mean whatever this condition or this condition is true, this statement will be true. If all of them are false, both of them are false, then the statement is false. So the statement says one of them, just one of them needs to be true. If one of them is true, the statement will be executed. Otherwise, if all of them or both of them are false, statement will not be executed. So this is OR operator. We can also add more OR operators and more conditions. So it's not limited just to 2 of them. Another signs, another operator I like to show you is this. This means AND operator, and let's say number 2 again is equal 6. This time number compared to 3 and number 2 compared to 6 both must be true for this statement to be executed, which means it doesn't matter how many we have those statements in here, we can have many more. If you put AND, all of those statements needs to be true with the AND sign. So that means this condition and this condition needs to be true, needs to be satisfied, so that this code inside the if statement can be executed. Otherwise, something else will be executed, or the code will finish, or something like this. Depends on the program. So as you can see, this is very useful. We can have multiple conditions, as I said previously, on if statements, and this allows us to do so. There is also another thing which we can add, and specifically it's a not operator, which we specify by putting an exclamation mark between something. So the statement will mean number is not equal to 3. So number must not be equal to 3, We can also add or AND operator and add different condition as well, which means we can this is a very flexible way of programming. We can have many more conditions, but also different type of conditions set in one statement of if. Those are the most important signs which you will need in the future tutorials, but also um, when you program on advanced sheets and forms. Those signs are very useful. When you get the value, you need to check it, stuff like this. So you compare them and so on. So you need to know them. It's very crucial that you know them. And basically, that's the end of the tutorial. As I said, it will be very short tutorial. Soon, next tutorial will come out on probably case statements, and after that, I don't know, maybe not strings, sorry, loops, stuff like this. So maybe more methods or something like this. I will see. It's not time yet to think about it. As the time passes, you will be given the topic and explanation. Everything will be there. So this is the end of the tutorial. Visit my webpage and YouTube channel. If you like it, subscribe. Also, I will post and upload more tutorials on C++, also HTML, Java, and Visual Basic, and still more tutorials to come from those. And I will see you next time. Bye.